And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Able to power through. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special team. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Herbert off of play action. Give him another one right back to Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. Powering his way forward. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
After one, it's 9-0.
Come on, set. Blaster, stick. Claws red. Set, cut.
Again, it's Love.
Touchdown, Packers!
Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From his own end zone, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Love, they go play action now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Love's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time he looked it in.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a second and 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Herbert on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of it?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone.
Nixon on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. Go.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He'll try again, and this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw now. Here's Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A second down throw for Love. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chargers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 33 yards. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Chargers 23, Packers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And as As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A give. Eckler running to the right. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Love. Eyes the cross. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the foot. Seven-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Hey, go Lion, go.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devontae Wyatt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack, but for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
21.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the out route, he finds Johnston. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of his end zone, Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Blaster, stay. Hut, hut.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Rolling to his left. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston, 47 yards. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Claws red.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Run the ball.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Quick. Mega.
That's good. For a Packers.
Yellow.
1st down.
Ready?
Love now to pass on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contact.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 114 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern.